Text 1. Dangerous weather. Hurricanes and tornadoes. Look outside. What do you see? Are there dark clouds in the sky? Does it look like it might rain? Do you need a jacket? An umbrella? When you check the weather to figure out what clothing to wear, you are making a prediction about the weather. Of course, if you look outside, you only know what the weather is like now. That's why many people rely on weather forecasts. Meteorologists or weather scientists make forecasts that not only let you know what kind of clothes to wear for the day, forecasts also help keep people safe from dangerous weather, such as hurricanes and tornadoes. Hurricanes and tornadoes are similar in some ways and different in some ways. Knowing about each helps with forecasting. Forecasting hurricanes and tornadoes. How do scientists predict hurricanes and tornadoes? First, you need to know some basic facts about each. Hurricanes are very large storms. They form over open water. They can span up to 300 miles. Hurricanes can go on for several days. This makes them easier to track. It is also easier for scientists to predict their movements or to make forecasts about them. An image of a hurricane from outer space. Tornadoes, on the other hand, are much smaller than hurricanes. They usually form over dry, flat land, and they might only occur for a few minutes. Tornadoes develop during thunderstorms and move unpredictably. Tornado researcher Tom Grzoulis says, "Tornadoes are extremely hard to pin down." Since tornadoes are so hard to predict, scientists use tools and technology to gather more information. One of the most important tools for predicting tornadoes is Doppler radar. Scientists use Doppler radar to measure the speed and direction of the wind. If the winds are rotating, that could be a possible tornado. A tornado near Oklahoma. Geographic regions. Geography helps people predict hurricanes and tornadoes. Hurricanes often start close to West Africa. They travel across the Atlantic Ocean. Sometimes they head toward the eastern United States. On the other hand, tornadoes can happen anywhere, but they tend to form in the Midwestern and Southeastern United States. In these parts of the United States, warm air from the south collides with cold air from the north. When the warm air and cold air crash into each other, sometimes they cause tornadoes to form. Knowing where hurricanes and tornadoes are likely to occur helps scientists make more accurate predictions. Warning times. Scientists can now make better predictions about hurricanes and tornadoes. Now, we have better warning systems for these extreme weather events. Warnings for hurricanes may be issued up to 5 days in advance. In contrast, warnings for tornadoes may only come 11 minutes in advance. That may seem like a short time, but as Ruth Tenzer Feldman points out, that is about 11 minutes longer than people had 20 years ago. The next time you check the weather by looking outside or up in the sky, you are developing a forecast. Weather forecasting helps people every day, but it really helps people prepare for and stay safe during extreme weather like hurricanes and tornadoes. Text 2. Tornado Alley. Imagine it's springtime and you are playing baseball with your friends after school. Suddenly, the wind begins to blow. You feel raindrops and the skies darken, and you hear thunder in the distance. "We better get inside," you'd call to your friends. "It looks like a storm is coming." If you live in some parts of Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, or Texas, you would probably run inside and turn on the radio or the television to check for a tornado watch or a tornado warning. You would do this because between the months of March and June, These four states experience the most severe tornadoes in the entire country. There are so many tornadoes here that this area is often called Tornado Alley. A funnel cloud. Tornado Alley is unusual in the world because the Rocky Mountains in the west and the Appalachian Mountains in the east stop the air from moving out across the country. Instead, the trapped air creates a passageway or an alley for tornadoes to travel and possibly grow bigger and more severe. Water from the rainstorm, dust, and other debris is picked up by the tornado, and that's what makes the tornado visible to people. A map of the United States that shows Tornado Alley. As a result, people who live in Tornado Alley need to be prepared for tornadoes. There are, there are several ways people prepare for tornadoes. First, buildings are reinforced to make sure the roofs are strong and secure. Second, storm cellars are built so people have safe places to stay during storms. Last, people who live in this region need to know what to do during a storm and need to get information from the news media about possible tornadoes. If you live in Tornado Alley, you need to be informed and prepared in order to stay safe.